I really have to go for a whole dungeon with this onion. I believe this is the one we get for the chest on here. This one right here. Yeah. Wait, no, that's the one for the submarine. This one is the one you get for the chest on it. Didn't open them yet, I figured I'd open them now. And yeah, this one is Tingle Island. I'm almost 100% sure that is a silver rupee. I kind of feel bad for Fado, though, I have to admit. I mean, he kind of got screwed over when it comes to Descendants. Makar is, well, a Korok, a little tree person thing. And Medley is a Rito, which is a bird person thing that evolved from the Zoras. Would have also got, in my opinion, the better dungeon. I am not a fan of this dungeon at all. I really just don't like it. But as you can guess, there's a wind theme here. Before we go on, there is... This dungeon is full of Wizrobes. That is one reason why I don't like this dungeon. Other reason it's because, I don't know, it just was kind of disappointing as a dungeon. As a final dungeon. I mean, other Zelda games have far better final dungeons. I mean, the city in the Sky Twilight Princess is kind of a pain in the ass, but it is pretty cool. And it is decent for what it's worth. Spirit Temple was really cool looking in design, in my opinion, and overall it was fairly interesting because you used both Links, young and adult, in it. So it had kind of like, you know, it made the most out of the game. Stone Tower, also the same thing. But this dungeon doesn't really make use of everything the game has to offer. I have no problems with any other dungeons in the game, but this one. And the music isn't even that good. So as you can tell, we're going to be using the dig leaf quite a lot. But you wonder what is Makar's special talent? What? Yeah, you can grow trees that have faces. And goofy smiles. Yeah. And they don't do anything. Well, they can do something later on in the dungeon, but for now they're useless. So I do believe this dungeon kind of parallels, what is it? Forbidden Woods in a way, because it's forest themed. It uses a dig loop a lot, and you know it has Makar in it, etc. It parallels it a lot more than the Earth Temple did Dragon Roost Cavern, which is to say it didn't really parallel it whatsoever. I mean, you know, the Earth kind of Earthish, but they don't really use, like, you know, the same mechanics, so to say, because you use the dig leaf in both this and Forbidden Woods, but you don't use the the grappling hook really in the other in Earth Temple. I don't think I even used it once. I could be wrong. If I am, correct me. Additionally, the springboards here also mirror the Boku Baba seeds a bit. They spring you up in the air, etc. Not really a whole else to say. And we have Armos again. Luckily, the Master Sword can instantly kill him now. It's boom. Okay, I should have hit him then. Yeah, I should have hit him that other time. I don't know why I didn't. But either way, I still think Fado got screwed over, honestly. Because his Ascendant is kind of lame, I'm not gonna lie. I don't really hate Makar, but I liked Melly a lot better because she was a lot more interesting to talk to and all. And she had a far more interesting personality. Although they're both fairly timid. Which is interesting. But you know, she had this motherly side, all that. Kind of felt like she had a lot to live up to. Makar was just kind of foolish because, you know, the Deku Tree and everyone told him not to go Forbidden Woods, but he went there anyway. And Makar, there really isn't a whole lot of depth to as a character. I mean, Melly had a lot on her shoulders and all that. She tried to do things on her own. And she had this big role where she was the attendant to the Baloo, and then she found that she had an even bigger role. But Makar, he didn't really stand out, in my opinion. I mean, hell, the Deku Tree called him foolish, for instance. But I don't really hate Makar, I just, again, don't find him interesting. And controlling him is kind of weird, because you see he kind of, the sense a bit weird, and he doesn't really move a lot. He is kind of hard to control, in my opinion. Oh no, Makar's been kidnapped! What do we do? Okay, bye Makar. Okay, now we can finally get on rolling with this dungeon. No Makar, just you, the viewer, me, Link, our Master Sword, our Mirror Shield, our Boomerang, our Wind Waker, our P-Hat. I'm gonna overkill, and... God damn it. They take him to the next room over. Let's go see what the onion wants. I'm shifting over arrows. Also, unlike Medley, Makar actually will be pretty much instantly captured by the floor masters. It's not just in the... I'm not talking about in there where it's scripted. But I'm talking about other places. Because I have had him been grabbed by them. And he was pretty much just instantly taken away, whereas Medley had a bit of a window where you could still save her. I think that happened once in the dungeon in Earth Temple. That's what I'm talking about. But the Floor Masters are a lot more of a pain, in my opinion, here. They seem a lot more prone to grabbing you than actually fighting you. And I really don't want to deal. Get away from me! Okay. I'm a moron. Also, if you're, the little line this thing was on, if you're standing on it, that thing will actually hurt you. Yeah, it crushes you. I don't know the logic in that. I really don't. And you actually do take damage. I really do not see how that could crush you. Because it doesn't even look like it's crushing you at the time. Not to mention, it would realistically look like more like it would push you. Well, that's fantastic. We have to come back here now. Yay for backtracking. Whoa, that thing got pushed by the... whatever that spike thing is called. I actually cannot remember its name. I can still hear the Floor Master. I know you guys are all probably thinking, hey, I thought you said you didn't aim a car. Okay, maybe I kind of died. How did I not land on that? I just don't really like the dungeon. Same thing. Oh, there you are. This room might kind of tax your magic power a bit, so if you're getting low, remember that pressing the button it's equipped to while it's in use will reduce the amount you have to use for it. Well, that you use it. It reduces the amount of magic you'll be using each second. One time it doesn't clip through anything. I'm not too worried about my magic because I have the elixir soup. It's just something handy to know. And we got the dungeon map. Not bad. Would rather the compass at this point, but okay. I think that was one of the hands. Those hands that grab you and sap magic, and I'm doing very badly at controlling this. There's also something purple, and I'm pretty sure that wasn't a rupee. Or rat. And I lost a lot of magic fast. How'd that not hit me? Oh, I still hit him. Nice. Wow, that went through the... How'd that hit me? I didn't think that would actually go through the skull and still kill him. I think this dungeon, you really will want the not only the double magic upgrade, but you also probably going to want to have something that can restore your magic. Preferably the elixir soup, in my opinion, because this dungeon will tax your magic quite a bit. Oh wow, sometimes that thing takes like 10 fire arrows to ignite. Because it bugs out for some reason. I think there's a chest somewhere down there. I'm trying to see where I can find it. I mean, as you can find a way down. I think it's... Oh, right there. I regret enough! Just kidding! And this should be the compass. Nice. So we've got all the dungeon items already. Although it doesn't really seem like we can get back up there. I see all these targets, but I don't know what I can do with them. Damn it, I thought that would hit. How'd that miss? There we go. So we have yet more soil for Makar to do his thing. And a locked door. So this room is kind of interesting. We have all of these little cracked floors. So we use the iron boots to break through them. But interesting because each floor will spawn a different type of enemy. Or sometimes not. Like we have the choose. And you might get what is it? I don't know what else. I just can't remember for the life of me. Four masters, but I don't really know what else. The armor here will not spawn unless you break all the floors. But you'll get two chests. You get one that has the key, and another that has probably a. Why can't I not talk? A. Joy pen. I don't know why I just couldn't speak there. Really hard to figure out. Not really. Cheap shot. Really, no items? I think another one might have yellow chew? Not sure, I'm pretty sure about that. Oh wait, they spawn if you... Oh, I hit both of them at the same time? Nice. I thought they spawned only after you to destroy all the other floors. I did not know that. I guess I usually get that one last. Okay, that was a dud then. Oh god, four masters. Make a run for. Ha! Couldn't grab me there. Oh yeah, I guess you don't have to destroy all the enemies. I guess... But it just helps, I guess. And I don't feel like dealing with them, so... Floor managers, I just am not a fan of them in this game. I don't mind them in any of the Zelda game, they're just a pain in this game, because... Sometimes, because when you think you'll be able to hit them, or you get the spawn and then you hit them, they'll grab you. They're kind of cheap like that. Or rather, they'll just grab you before you have a chance to respond. Oh, they're all dead. Nice. Interesting wizard. Looks like an Egyptian. That headdress on. Oh, this wizard, in my opinion, one of the most annoying mini bosses in the game. He'll constantly spawn enemies. That's the real problem. So really, you're probably just gonna want to avoid all enemies and focus on him. See if I can get rid of this one. I think, yeah, that one usually spawns the enemies sometimes. How did I miss? I'll get rid of this one. Get rid of the P-hats. Because really, he's too slow, so I don't really have to worry about him. No, I rolled into that one. You can sometimes spawn moblins and other dark nuts. Not really sure what else. I just saw P-hats. Bats are one of the enemies you can spawn. Whoa! That was quick. I see why people just kill every enemy he spawns, then try him and sometimes fail, and then it takes a long time. He's not actually coming to the crown, though, which is kind of lame. How'd that miss? And ironic, because I'm taking a long time with him. Kill with fire. And now it's just a regular dark knight fight for me. Here. Freaking cheater, didn't even destroy his armor. That's what you get, burn. Freaking cheater. Doesn't even give me anything good. And we have the hookshot. Probably one of the coolest items in any Zelda game. And the description is pretty awesome as well. And it also pulls items to you, but that's for another time. Its design looks kind of interesting. Looks... I don't know. No, it kind of looks steampunkish to me. Okay, let's... Oh, I need the dig loop to get up there. So it's not exactly clear how you can use this on the car, at least in my opinion, was because I came in there, I'm like, okay, I can latch onto it. Do I need to use the... Oh, Iron Boots, okay. Took me a bit, not that long, but I was Wasn't the first thing that came to mind, really. And the B-hats have spawned. Also, it pulls B-hats, for instance, to you. I believe there are some other enemies it pulls you to. It pulls to you. Reanimates are probably one of them because in other Zelda games, it pulls you to them. For some reason, it still stuns them. But I never got that. Like, why does it pull you to them? It also does that with Legs, which is basically suicide because I don't think it even stuns them. It doesn't always stun them anyway. And you'll just lose your items. So it sucks that we're getting the hookshot this late in the game. Usually one of the... You usually get like by the water dungeon. Or some other point in the game. Before the last dungeon. I mean, sure you get another claw shot in Twilight Princess, but you still have one before then. That is probably one of the coolest things in the Zelda game though. Dual claw shots. It's like Spider-Man. It was really just one of the coolest things I've ever seen in a Zelda game. I don't know who fought it, whatever it does, has my respect.